Hello everyone. Now let us see something about indexed sequential axis. So in the previous section we have seen what is sequential axis or what is indexed axis. That is differently. If you have indexed axis, then you can directly go to a particular position and access your data. But if you have sequential axis, you need to start your search from the beginning, the first pointer, and you need to go to each and every records, and you need to access the particular record whichever you want to. So if your record is at the last position, then it will become a worst case in the sequential axis. But in indexed axis you can get a direct access. So in this particular section, let us see how we can have indexed as well as sequential axis together. So here we are going to study something about the sequence set, and we are going to use the blocks. So sequence set, in the sequence set we can see a block with the number of records which is stored sequentially. So how we can maintain that sequence set and how we can maintain that blocks, that is we are going to study further. So suppose if you consider this, here I can see block splitting and concatenation. So if you consider this particular part, then you can see this is the first block, block 1, and this is the block 2, and this is block 3. That is the initial block, the sequence set. I can call the whole together as a sequence set, right? And if you go for this, and if you want to add something into it, and let us say here the Adams, Baird, Bixby, Boney, all those things are nothing but the records keys. So here we are going to write only the record keys, and Adams record, which will carry so many other fields also. So I have put a dot over here, and this record is also having so many other fields. So I can write only the key field, and rest I will let it as dots. Okay, so in order to make it simple. So now what I am going to do is, I want to add some particular keys or some particular records into this initial block sequence set. So say I want to insert a record with the key Carter, and when you insert the record with the key Carter, where exactly you will insert that record? You will insert that record after Carson, right? So Carter will come after Carson if it is in the alphabetical order. So if you consider all these things, everything will be in an alphabetical order. So Carter will come after Carson, right? So when you want to insert Carter record, what will happen here? Your order of the block is say 4. So if you want to insert one more record, the order will get changed, right? Your order will get if you have more like if you have order as 5, you can include Carter directly, but now order is 4. So what we can do, there occurs overflow. So when overflow occurs, either you can go for merging, or you can go for redistribution, or some other option. Here I am going to do the splitting option. So in this splitting option, what I am going to do is, I'll split this block 2 into 2 different blocks. Say in the first block I will write the first 2 records and the new record Carter, and the link will be linking to this particular block, that is block 4. In the block 4 we can see the next two things, that is Cole and Davis, right? So I have splitted it into two different records, two different blocks, and this is called as this is this we can use it for the indexed access. That is, if I tell directly I want Cole's record, I want Davis record, directly you can navigate to that particular position and you can get the access the data. And also it is in a sequential order. How we can tell that it is in sequential order? Block 1 carries all these four records, and then it is connected to block 2 sequentially. Once again block 2 is connected to block 3 sequentially. In the same way here also we need to maintain the order. So what will happen? Block 1 is obviously connected to block 2, then from block 2 we have divided it into block 4, so the connection will be connected to block 4. Then from block 4 we are going to connect it back to block 3, because Denver will comes after Davis. So obviously block 4 comes before block 3 here, right? So this is how you are going to do. Now this is one more case when you want to delete a record Davis from the previous section. So what will happen when you delete a record Davis? Then either you can go for merging, or you can go for redistribution. Now here what I have done is I have merged the cells. So what I have done is, when I delete Davis, the block 3 contents I have copied it to block 4. So here you can see block 4 is carrying now block 3 contents, Denver and Ellis. When you delete one record from block 4, what happened is block 4 got underflow. When you get underflow, as we have studied in B tree, when you get underflow, you need to what you need to do when you get underflow? Either you can go for merging option, or you can go for redistribution option. So here what I have done is I have went for the merging option. In the merging option we have done merged block 3 with the block 4 and return the records over here. So when you delete, one more thing you can do is you can go for redistribution option. So here what I have done is, if you consider this now, here from when I delete the Davis record from this particular block, what I have done is I have selected the last record from this and Carter, and I have copied it over to this, so that both are equally now parallelly distributed and there is no underflow in any blocks. So if you have any underflow, then you need to either go for merging or redistribution, as you have done in the B tree concept. And also you need to properly look about these sequences. These sequences should be proper so that it can be accessed properly.